fantastic.
Thank you, girl.
Yes, wait.
You look fantastic.
Thank you. Feet first.
Oh.
Shoe cam, toes done. Nice.
Yes, girl.
I love your dress and I love your hair.
You know, this hair is from your personal hairstylist, Robin Michelle. I snatched it off her head.
I'll bet you did.
There is a bald-headed Cambodian woman walking around somewhere.
You know what? That's why she's walking around. She literally has her tracks in. That is her hair.
I snatched it off her head. She is bald-headed. This is cute.
Yeah.
I like this hair.
Leave it to Robin.
Girl.
Sherri, who'd you rather close the show? Salt and pepper. Did you hear my
I did. I heard you talking about SWV and salt and pepper. Let me just say my karaoke song is Push
it.
That's it. See?
Everybody.
You just know it.
You know it.
That's my jam.
Yeah.
That's my getting a baby song.
How are you doing with that love life?
Girl, this dating thing, I'm happy though. I'm happy being single. You know what? Sometimes you gotta take a little time. You get rid of all the toxic stuff. You be single, you good. Find your girlfriend.
Wait a minute though. But here's the thing. Yeah. Girlfriends don't keep you warm at night. Back to you being single.
But you know what? We don't need all the time somebody keeping us warm at night.
No, you don't.
It's about somebody that's gonna do something for us mentally. Girlfriends, Wendy.
But are you dating is what I'm asking.
I am not dating anybody. I keep trying to stick my foot into it, but I'm so happy.
See, you want to. That's why she's leaning on that girlfriend thing.
No, because I'm gonna say something. Girlfriends will keep you going when you don't have anything. When you're crying, they will lift you up and take care of you. Don't.
We know that. We're women. We know that.
We know it, but we gotta practice it. But literally, and also too, I'm at this place, Wendy. Literally, I don't know if I get with a man and he got no money, he don't want to hear this. I take care of everything in here. Then if I get with somebody who has money, he don't want to hear. You know what? You took me to Paris, but I could do it myself.
Right.
I ain't impressed. So I'm right now. I'm finding out.
Well, it sounds like you would need an attitude adjustment then.
Because
why would you throw it in his face?
I do need an attitude adjustment, and this is why I am by myself. I am finding out who I am. I am healing.
They told me that you were into dating apps.
You know what? I try to do the dating apps.
Okay.
My girlfriends wanted me, and I tried to be honest. I no hair. It was all natural hair. I did the big white t-shirt with the taco stain on it.
You wanted to give them the real?
I wanted to give them the real, and they said, no, you gotta lie to give them the real. So I came up out of the pool with water glistening off my body.
Okay.
Trying to elongate, but my sciatica was hurting.
Right? Do you lie about your age?
I didn't even put my age, but when we were trying to look at the proofs of all the pictures they took, we all took out our reading glasses. I said,
damn.
So right now, I am sitting at home, I'm a mother, and I'm gonna let love find me. That's what I'm gonna say.
Well, you get around enough, you're busy enough.
I'm busy enough.
Just keep your eyes open and your heart peeled. How is Jeffrey?
Jeffrey's great. He celebrated his birthday. I had him on my birthday, so we celebrated our birthday. Monday, and we had such a great time, and I invited men over to speak into his life, and I bought him a bike and I bought myself a bike because I wanted us to be healthy, and I had like a long sundress on, and I was so cute with the sundress.
And then the wind?
It got stuck in the spoke.
Oh.
The sundress got stuck in the spoke, and Jeffrey's laughing at him because when you're 13, you're just mean. He's laughing. So do you know I had to step out of the sundress and carry the bike on my shoulder, walk a block and a half home.
What were you wearing under the sundress?
Girl, bra and panties. But look, but it wasn't like Gabrielle Union walking down the street. I had like Hanes her way up to here. I had my old bra, girl.
Even if it was an old bra and panties, really? Like I was playing, are you serious?
I had to walk home in my bra and panties while my son is laughing, and I'm trying to tell him, no, you gotta be nice, be compassionate. While I got this bike.
He could have given you his t-shirt and you could have wrapped it around something.
Girl, Jeffrey's t-shirt is like a pair of socks on me. So that was the end of our birthday.
And tell me something, these men who speak into his life, I like that. You're a single mom and you want positivity around him for his 13th birthday.
I did. I invited 6 men who I really respect and admire, and they just spoke into his life. One was Niecy Nash's husband.
Okay.
Jay, my cousin Marcus, who's executive producer of a news show. And it was just different people to tell him what to expect as a young black man. And I thought that was so important for them to do.
And none of them gave you the extra eye? Not your cousin, certainly, or Niecy's husband, but...
No, sometimes I think, like with you and I, a lot of men get intimidated, Wendy, because they either think, they can't come up to our standards, or they think with me being a stand-up, you do stand-up too, they think that we're gonna talk about them on stage, which I will.
You know what? It kills me. People say that all the time, and I'm like, no, sir, I don't. Because you know what that means to me? Please talk about me on stage.
No, I mean, you know, I just think that men, they get a little scared. They really do. That's why I said I'm not worried about the men. I'm over here just trying to do my thing.
Yeah, they'll come to you.
Yeah.
All right, so at The View, look, Sherri.
What?
I heard you didn't read the book, but I read it with a highlighter.
You read the book?
What do you want to know about ladies who punch?
I don't want to know anything. I was there for 9 years at The View. And here's what I'm going to say. I think that a lot of us did the interview with this author because we thought that he was going to celebrate an iconic daytime show.
Is that what he told you?
That's what we thought. That's why we did it. And we thought, because, you know, The View was a show that it impacted politics, sports shows. It defied the odds in daytime. I thought it was going to celebrate Barbara Walters and the legacy and the trailblazer that she was. The fact that now this reads as The Real Housewives of The View,
honey,
I don't like it.
Honey,
I think
it took me this long to read it.
I mean, I feel like Barbara Walters was, you know, for me, I feel like she was a trailblazer. She was iconic. I hate that this is the legacy that is left behind, that you're thinking of this woman like that.
It's not the legacy, because everybody, you know, the book is a bestseller and it did very well, but everyone didn't read that book compared to the people who know and think of the beloved Barbara Walters.
You know, I didn't
But that
read
aside, back to the shade.
No, well, here's what I'm gonna say.
She made you cry every day for 3 years.
She made me cry. I cried every day for 3 years.
I read that in the book, see?
It was in the book. I cried every day for 3 years because Barbara was a tough taskmaster with people that she loved.
True.
And Barbara Walters helped me become somebody, the black girl that's on all these TV shows, to Sherri Shepherd. She helped me find my voice. She helped me not take no for an answer. That's what Barbara Walters did when she was tough on me.
When Sherri first got there, along with some of the other...
My voice was high like this. Take a little time to enjoy the video. Now my voice is like this.
And Barbara actually came to Sherri privately and nurtured her privately and said, we got you here because you're you, be you.
And
that
you
was
know
so
what else,
encouraging.
Wendy, I celebrate sisterhood. Whoopi took me shopping when I had no money because I was going through divorce.
I was reading that too.
And she took me shopping and bought me clothes. Rosie O'Donnell,
Clothes for daytime TV.
Because I came out here in a little Gap tank top with my bra strap showing in a mini skirt.
Okay.
Whoopi bought me clothes. Rosie O'Donnell, forever indebted. She helped me negotiate my salary for The View. They didn't want to pay me nothing. Rosie O'Donnell helped me sell. Star Jones called me, congratulated me. Star Jones said, I'm there for you. Elizabeth Hasselbeck was my bridesmaid. She's still my best friend. I saw her at the Nashville Comedy Festival for 3 hours. We laughed, we cried, we hugged. I celebrate sisterhood on The View, not the...
I celebrate both.
And Barbara Walters said, I mean, you know, for me, like when she said to me, Sherri, if I wouldn't have hired you if I didn't think you could do this job. That was that lady. So the stories
I
that
cried.
I tell,
there were some stories in the book that I cried only because, oh my gosh, I can't believe this is so true. Like, for instance, the Rosie thing, back to that.
Rosie.
So she's brand new at the show, this Sherri is.
Yeah.
And Rosie had already been the show takeover, and you know, very familiar with daytime. She comes to you and she says, kid, what are they paying you? And you tell her. And then Rosie goes, well, this is what I was making when I was there.
Absolutely.
And we all do the same equal job. Go ahead, Sherri, why am I telling the story?
Because Rosie...
I read the book.
It was right before I had started Wendy, and they offered me crumbs, and Rosie said, this is what I'm making, this is what Elizabeth is making, this is what everybody's making, this is what you need to ask for. These are they didn't want to pay me to move out here. And Rosie said, you asked for boom, boom, boom for Jeffrey. I got all of this stuff because of Rosie, and I would have never known. So if there's somebody who's doing what I do, I will tell them what I'm making. I told Lonnie Love, I told Cheryl Underwood on the talk, because if you're doing what I do, I need you. They try to get this fear into us where we don't want to tell each other what we're making. Now, if you work at the grocery store, I'm not going to tell you what I'm making. You don't need to know.
Well, yes, I think that's an across the board statement. But if
you're trying to do a talk show, then I want you to get everything you're supposed to get, because that means that somebody else is going to get what they're supposed to. You tell one, and that's how we as women come up.
Yeah. I always heard that about Rosie, though. Like, if she loved you, then she loved you. Same thing with Barbara Walters. All right, so congratulations on Mr. Iglesias. I have to say, you keep a steady job your whole career.
I'm so thankful to Jesus. I don't know what to do. I got off of my one show, and then this came. Gabriel Iglesias is Mr. Fluffy, the comic, and we've known each other for when my car was getting repossessed and he would give me a ride home.
Who's the star of this show?
This is Gabriel Iglesias.
Okay.
And he plays a high school principal at a school in Long Beach, and I play his best friend. He plays a high school teacher. I play his best friend, the principal.
Yeah.
And it's a sitcom, so it's getting back to my roots of doing stand-up comedy.
And you still do stand-up?
I still do stand-up. As a matter of fact, I'll be here July 13th at King's Theater in Brooklyn.
Okay.
So come and see me.
Does Jeffrey tour with you? Because you're 13 now.
I now took Jeffrey on the road with with me because he needs to see how his mama pays the rent.
Okay.
You know, instead of just being, and so I took him on the road with me, but the problem is for 20 minutes in my act, I talk about his daddy. And that's the problem. Because his father cheated on me. And so for Jeffrey, I will always make sure his daddy is his hero. Always. But for purposes of me making my money, I talk about what he was for cheating on me. So
I'm going on comedy tour again.
You don't bring all of that.
So he doesn't hear that part, but he hears the rest.
No, I would not let. So every time Jeffrey came out the green room one time, and I was in the middle of talking about how I found the pictures of his daddy, and I went, "Get back in the room! Get back in the room!"
Yeah. It's funny.
You know,
it's real life.
It's real life. I take everything in my life and I just put it on stage because if I'm going through it, chances are somebody else.
You're right about that. Sherri Shepherd, everybody. Yeah. Check her out in Mr. English. Mr. Iglesias. It's on June 21st on Netflix.